Chris, this is Craig. Just outstanding, amazing information here. Um, I'm just speaking personally. I can see how it could be overwhelming pretty quickly. So I see the value all day long working with someone like you that's already figured this stuff out and made the mistakes and learned from it. And I think you mentioned that Josh went through this. Was it yesterday, maybe? So Josh, you may not want to get into it now, but I'd love to hear your experience on this and how everything went. Um, yeah, great stuff.
Well,
That was,
so
yeah.
oh, go ahead. Other
No,
Josh.
I was just going to mention that he was referring to you, and I was going to give you the floor if you felt like responding to that.
Yeah, so for me, yesterday's videos, so basically what I did was instead of, and honestly, I probably should learn to chunkate better, but I just said, you know what, I'm going to dedicate a whole day in a single month to record as many videos as I feel like I need for the month. What resonates with my audience in particular is I did a lot of motivational videos. I did some educational videos, and I did some trending videos. So the idea is that I'm trying to capture whatever somebody's attention really is, and then be able to kind of spit those things out depending on what the platform is. So what was weird was having to re-record myself twice, saying identical things but changing one or two words. So my particular market is real estate agents, but I'm not going to be talking to real estate agents on my personal Facebook page. Instead, I'm going to be talking about general marketing and motivational stuff. So it's funny having to like record once and then say the exact same thing, but gear it slightly different towards my audience. That would be more for my LinkedIn posts. That's more for my company page, that sort of thing. So going through that process was cool. Now I'm stuck with a bunch of editing. That always gets fun, but I think I'm trying to find tools, like I said, like a video.ia, where I can take my long form content and it'll chunk it for me. So I don't have to worry too much about what posts and stuff look like. And then all the other stuff to make myself look cleaner and more adapted. I'm well versed in After Effects, so it's a whole nother animal. Or I'll just outsource it because there's no way I've got the time to do it. I'll be in New York next week, so yeah.
So you did this on your own then?
Yeah, I did this
Yeah.
on my own. Yeah.
Wow. Good for you. That's impressive. I'm way too far over the skis on that one for me personally. Good for you.
Like I said, it's different when I think honestly, it was different when I set the time, right? Like I think back to when I trained for a triathlon, I didn't train at all until I bought the ticket to go to that triathlon. And I said, crap, I am not going to be the one throwing up and in cramps when I go to this thing. So I had to buy a ticket. I put it on my calendar. I said, I'm going to record all day. I know I'm going to do this. So committed to it.
Yeah, that's terrific.
Yeah.
Thank
and
you.
evergreen in it, man. I had to put stuff that I know I'm going to use later, not just this month, but 2-3 months from now. What can I still use? So,
well, that's a good point. So for this stuff too, this is a thing I had to get over mentally, is that you can repeat stuff, whether you release the same exact clip or you kind of just say the same thing. I was always worried, like, I'm going to annoy people so bad. But really what happens is that a lot of people don't see all of your posts. And so, and also like if they do see it, like you do want to get your message across and do it consistently. So even if you're talking about the same, 5 core things, but you just make a bunch of videos that kind of talk about all those same exact things, it's okay, because people want to have some consistency when they see your pages or they find your content. Like almost think of like a show you like or a podcast you like or whatever it might be. Sometimes it's cool to have wildly different stuff, but sometimes you do like that it's got this theme and you can stay on this track. I don't know. It was a weird thing I had to get over, because I always was like, oh, I got to do something new and awesome. And then when I stopped doing that, then people liked my stuff more. I don't know.
I completely agree. Like, it's evergreen content is the weirdest thing to me still today. because it's like, oh, I posted that like 2 months ago. Why would I post it again? And it's like, well, you don't know who saw it and who didn't see it. It's the 100% the right point.
And it's a reminder too.
Yep.
Yeah,
No, I
Craig,
do
your point on-
recommend putting
on
those
all
2
mistakes.
months in between, but yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. That's all phenomenal stuff, Chris. Really, really appreciate that. I do have just kind of put a bow on this thing, if you don't mind, because I'd like to hear your insight on this. What do you think as far as this whole concept is considered? What do you think is the magic formula between consistency, quality of the video, usefulness of the content? What do you attribute the most to success, and what do you think the right thing to emphasize or focus on the most is?
Main thing is to try to tap into your expertise to start. So like if you've been doing your job for even 2 years, but 2, 5, 10, 20 years, like just start writing, start typing, start putting, like, just record yourself talking into voice memos, just get those ideas flowing. And then all of a sudden you're going to be sitting there with, might be a jumbled mess when you start. That's probably what it'll be, but you'll have these ideas out there. So you start flexing that muscle. And then the main thing after that is just at least give yourself one, like you said, Josh, where it's like, you're going to block off this certain amount of time, like just commit to at least making a handful of videos. You can say, I'm going to throw these out for sure, but at least just get started. And then once you get started, then make that time to stay consistent and put these things out and allocate that time. It's getting started and staying consistent. Over time, it'll get better. You'll see what works, what doesn't. You don't have to find the perfect thing to start. And when you start, a lot of people aren't really going to see it. So it don't feel like you're on a national stage. All the first videos that you do for months, probably a lot of people won't see it. So don't overthink it, I think, is the main thing.
Good point. Awesome. Bruce, were you going to say something? Oh, good. All right, excellent. We are right at 1:30. Chris, thank you again, man. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. I look forward to hopefully having you back on again. Did you want to mention the kind of the contest you're doing? Because I'd like everybody to hear about that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and Josh, you and I were talking this morning, and I apologize, I didn't fully wrap my head around what it was. So what I want to like offer to you guys is, for everybody in this group, is we'll kind of do basically like a raffle to do this process and we'll do it through Zoom. So it's easy for you guys, where we'll come up with a list of 10 questions. We'll record it, and then we'll chop that into smaller stuff. So you can at least take this process and use it for yourself. And so we can just do that with, I guess, everybody that's in here, or Josh, if it's everybody that's in the group, that works for me too. And could I leave that part to you to like send out a form for everybody?
100%. Yep.
Okay,
we'll get
cool.
that out.
Yeah. That way I could take it. I can just throw the names in a hat or something and pull out a winner. And then from there, we can just create 10 videos for your business. So you get the feel, you start to get the flow of it, and go from there. Does that work for you?
That's perfect. Yeah, absolutely. Greatly appreciate that. Great offer.
Yeah, it's a great offer, Chris.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cool. Well, guys, that's pretty much it for me. I'm on LinkedIn and everything. And Josh, if you send out my email, I'll text you my phone number and the LinkedIn link. Please connect with me, give me a call, shoot me an email. If you got any questions on this, I'm really happy to help. But guys, thank you for giving me your time. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
That's great. Great work.
Thanks for being here, Chris. Excellent.
Excellent.
All right, guys, I just know we're right at time, so I'm just going to pretty much close things up. Had a couple other things we'll cover it next time. Thank you again, Chris. A couple things just tentatively on the calendar to look forward to. It looks like the event in February, not 100% finalized. We'll send out communication, but it looks like the 16th at 12:30. We'll have the guest presenter announced. We're also looking at possibly trying to squeeze in the month of February, an in-person networking event. It would be down in Naples. We're on a short schedule on that. So within the next few days, we're going to try to make a decision on that. But moral of the story, just keep your eyes peeled for the emails. And if you're interested in attending those things, please make sure to sign up and register. And with that, thank you again, Chris. Excellent way to start off the year, and looking forward to everybody engaging and keeping this conversation going.
Yeah, excellent.
Cool. Thanks. See ya.
Well
Thank
done.
you, guys.
Good to see you, Josh and team.
Same thing. Same to you, Bruce.